Bonjour, my name is Mathieu Harel. I play bassoon. I'm here with the National Youth Orchestra of Canada, and I'm here today. I'm going to talk briefly about how to follow the text when you play an audition. Too often I hear auditions either for youth program or professional orchestra, and people don't really play what's on the page. You would see people playing different articulation, different rhythm, different indication that's written. And if you're going to listen as a judge to tapes or auditions, 10, 20, 30, 40 people in a row, then those details become very important. In the professional world, as today, there's very few rehearsal time for the concerts. So if people have to get to the rehearsal extremely ready, to be prepared to play everything was written in the music and the parts. So if you get to the audition and don't really play what's written, it's hard for the judge to imagine that the person is going to come in the orchestra and play exactly the right thing. For example, in this example of Scheherazade, at the end you have the rallentando, and then you have the a tempo. If you play, keep the rallentando to the end, for me it doesn't make sense because the tempo is right on the beginning of the next bar. Also, if you do a tape audition, then I see so many bad presentation. You're doing for example, the tape for NYO, which basically it's a high-level program, and it's not the only one. There's other good program also, but basically you're asking not a favor, but you're asking to be part of a very great program. You could dress up. It doesn't mean that you have to put a suit and tie and everything, but I've seen so many tape people wearing shorts, t-shirts. They look like they've come from running a marathon and then trying to play the audition. Really, dress up, casual, but like you would do if it was a normal audition. If you're going to come for an audition, let's say for the Montreal Symphony, and there's no panel, for example, at the end you would meet everybody, then you would probably put a shirt, or you would dress nicely. I don't know if it makes sense, but it does to me. Also, if you get, let's go back to the Scheherazade. When you get to the cadenza at the end, the biggest mistake I hear, and I hear it very often, is and people don't play it at tempo. You have the cadenza, the rallentando at the end, and you get the a tempo right on the next bar. So this one, ta-da-da-dam, bam 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 bam. This one has to be in tempo. If you play it in a concert, of course you will know this. So if you play an audition for professional orchestra, they're not looking for 18-year-old student who might be very, very promising. They're looking for somebody who can play the job now. So hopefully they're going to find somebody who's played those pieces before, or ready to go, or ready to jump on the job, or on concert ready, and not concert ready in 2 or 3 years. If you audition for a summer program for students, then it's different, because the judge is going to try to see who's good enough to play right now, but who will be the best in 2, 3, 4, 5 years maybe down the road, which is different. If you play for Toronto Symphony audition, something like this, then they're looking for somebody right now. So if you play those wrong rhythm, wrong articulation, and people can tell that you haven't played the piece before, I think it's going to be very easy for them to remove you. Hopefully it makes sense. Thank you very much.